Good morning, SpeedGaming. My name is AzureCole. I am here on this lovely morning, or late morning, depending on which time zone you happen to be in, to bring you Chrono Trigger Jets of Time. It's a open world randomizer for Chrono Trigger. The boss randomizer incentive got met, so we will be seeing randomized bosses. I have joining me on my couch today, virtual couch, Lord Batsy and Pixie. You'll be hearing their wonderful voices most of the run, and I will chime in periodically. But beyond that, I will be starting soon and handing it off to them.
All right. Good morning, everyone. As AzureCole said, this is Jets of Time. I'm Lord Batsy. Pixie is joining me on commentary.
All right.
We're going to get this run started in just a second here.
All right.
We will be seeing boss randomization, so that's very exciting.
This is actually in my wheelhouse, so I'm kind of excited to see someone else do this.
I'm going to start my timer in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. And the first thing we're seeing are a couple of characters. It looks like the starting characters are Chrono and Marl.
Not a bad combination.
Certainly not the worst combination. In Jets of Time, every time you start a new game, you'll begin with 2 characters, and they will be randomized between the 7 available.
Somewhere out there, Kiyu Katsuki is posting the Ban Marl emote, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Of course.
Okay, and the epic takes off. Now, in the beginning of Jets of Time, you do have access to the epic time machine with wings, so you can fly anywhere you want on the world map, but you will only begin with access to 2 ages, 600 AD here and 1000 AD the present. The rest of the eras must be unlocked through checks completed.
Yeah, 2300 is unlocked by the pendant, I believe. 65 million BC is unlocked with the gate key, memory serves.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And the gate key, as of the most recent update, actually unlocks 12,000 BC as well. It unlocks it only for the ground. You can't go into the Kingdom of Zeal without meeting other requirements.
Aeon Blade. That's very happy to find.
That is good. So what Azure is doing right now is raiding the Sunken Desert. There is a boss here that he's very expertly dodged. You can get several treasure chests of decent quality fairly early. It's a good way to get some equipment early in the game.
Yeah, any fights through there, though, at these levels is not a good time.
Yeah, it was very true. Running away was quite important. Now we're seeing what I like to call some grocery shopping. There are a couple of items that do include shelters, mid-tonics, ethers. Just a few basic consumables that most players would want to have. They definitely will save you in a pinch.
Yeah, tonics especially, I always like to have at least a dozen shelters on hand myself. More important than the tonics or the mid-tonics, though, is ethers. Because if you start with like a really expensive tech, which has been known to happen, you're going to need those at least 2 or 3 a battle, and they can be needed, like, desperately.
Absolutely. You'd be surprised how quickly you can go through them.
And the amount of seeds we run into where we just cannot find our ethers is just a struggle.
Now, when this fight ends, both Chrono and Marl are going to learn 2 of their techs, and what we're definitely hoping to see right now is something that can clear the screen of enemies. Like a Lightning 2 or an Ice 2 would be great. Okay, slash confuse ice and haste.
It's not the worst. It's not what you want, but it's okay.
Yeah, at least we're not sitting on like Luminaire or anything crazy like that. But at the same time, we also don't have any AOE spells. So So doing that will unlock the chef check when he goes back to the castle. And that could unlock key items, so we'll see what happens. And after this battle, we'll meet our 3rd character.
There is still an open incentive for detouring to do Ozzy's Fort before the seed's done. Just a fun little side quest to do. It's not necessary for any of the... it's not necessary in the standard version of Jets of Time, but it's fun to do. And there's also 2 more random bosses in there, so... If you do donate, don't forget to put towards that incentive.
It's an Ayla.
Ayla. Well, Ayla, being probably the most physically adept character in the game, I think is a welcome sight for most players.
Absolutely. I would rather have Ayla than I would Robo, simply because Robo is slow.
I might actually finish Cathedral here. Current meta is not to, but with only having Marl, without having Frog and Robo, there's checks in Go modes that involve Frog and Robo I would like to have the option to do, so we'll finish Cathedral.
Now, are you going to check the right side, or are you going to skip that?
The only time I'll check the right side is on a different flag set for this game, which involves checking all the chests for key items as well.
And that would be Chrono Sanity, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Today's marathon seed is largely a standard race set. There's a lot of options for flags now. It's a lot of fun. Just picking up a power tab there. Tabs actually aren't just +1. Power tabs can roll 3 to 5. So plus power is pretty valuable, especially where we have Chrono and Ayla in this party right now.
And then magic tabs, I believe, are they a 1 to 5 as well?
They're 1 to 3.
And then speed tabs are still just 1.
Yeah, speed is the strongest stat in the game, so it didn't need buffed.
No.
No. This is the fight you really wish you had the screen clear area of effect for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
This one's a lot faster with something.
And this one is just irritating, because none of them can do a whole lot of damage, but like the Diablos in particular are really fast.
Yep. That Aeon Blade from looting the desert is really helping Chrono out, though. His starting weapon is just such garbage. This Aeon Blade is doing a really nice job.
Yeah. Got triple kick.
Ayla, yeah, that's gonna be well well, very useful.
It's a case of we're really glad we have our ethers because that move costs 20 MP, and I'm not actually even sure if she has 20 MP yet.
It is entirely possible that she does not at this low level. Low.
18, nope.
Nope, she has 18. Ouch. Oof.
Alright, let's see what her boss is. This is going to be our first viewing of a random boss. Normally you would find Yak right here, but sometimes randomizes the same bosses in there, but we'll see.
Yeah, I've seen Russ Strano here. I've seen Yakra 13.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, it's Dalton.
Not Dalton Plus.
Of all places to get him, this is probably the best.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have full health here.
Oh no, it is. Oh no.
Yeah. Dalton Plus is widely considered one of the worst bosses to go up against in boss rando mode. He doesn't actually appear in standard mode, but he has powerful counterattacks to basically everything you do to him, and he has a standard attack cycle that's also very damaging. But the Cathedral slot is the weakest boss slot in the game, so if you're gonna have to be fighting Dalton, this is probably where you want to do it.
Yeah, finding him anywhere else is just a nightmare.
Alright.
I know we said,
And,
I know we hyped that up to be a difficult fight, but anywhere else that is a difficult fight.
yeah, and it is over. Huzzah! There's Robo Kick, maybe a little bit after we might have wanted it, but it's still useful. And there's the Berserker we wanted. Oh, maybe.
I think Berserker would have been a little challenging. You don't really want anybody attacking Dalton when you're not ready for it.
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, but I mean, for Ayla only having ATMP, that might have been a good time to use it.
There's going to be a character here in what would normally be Marl's spot.
And it's Robo!
Ooh.
Which means the desert check is unlocked.
Yes, Robo is required to complete the Sunken Desert quest and receive a key item.
I always forget that, actually. So, but with Ayla, Robo's kind of redundant at this point.
Yeah, short of finding like a Kaiser arm, Crisis arm, and a Robo ribbon, I don't think this team's gonna change.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go out and save, and we're gonna do our chef check, right?
Sure.
All right.
Yes. And this would be for doing the Xenon Bridge fight against Ozzy and the Skeletons. But generally, players will see what the item is, because the chef will give you the item before you leave the castle, and reset if it's not going to be immediately helpful.
Now, interestingly enough, you can oftentimes find some awesome stuff on Xenon Bridge. And it's Robo's ribbon, and we're out.
Yes. Robo's ribbon is an accessory, an equipable accessory in Jets of Time. It does a little more than the original. It does buff his speed and magic defense. It also gives him, I believe, the Sunshades effect, so it buffs his damage by 25%.
Oops.
It does also kind of sort of have the sight scope with it.
Yes, it has a sight scope on it too. So it will tell you the hit points of enemies, and there's a beta feature for Jets of Time where the sight scope will show you bosses' HP too, which wasn't possible in vanilla.
Yeah, that is nice.
Alright, so Azure is doing some key item checks. So the key items are going to be the gate to finishing the game eventually. There's a lot of items scattered about the world, and several sets of them will put you in go mode. So if you collect the gate key and the dreamstone and the ruby knife, you can go fight Lavos via Tyrannolair at Ocean Palace. You can collect the clone and the chrono trigger and the pendant to go to the future and do Death Peak and then beat the game through the Black Omen. And you can also have Frog in your party and both pieces of the Masamune sword and eat Lavos via Magus's castle instead of the Tyrannolair. And there's the ruby knife there, so that's a go mode item.
And we found the hero medal, which is sort of like the Robo's ribbon, but for Frog. It kind of does a lot of the same stuff.
Yes, the hero medal gives Frog several buffs, including the effect of prism specs, actually, which is damage up by 50%.
All right, let's see what our tabs rolled. 4, 3, and 1. All right. Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad at all.
We're not going to commit them quite yet, but it's always nice to detour early and pick up a bunch of tabs. They definitely help in the end game. So we're going into Hecarim's Cave. At the end, there will be a random boss. For a while there, Dalton appeared a lot in Hecarim's Cave, so we were calling it Dalton's Cave, but we know it won't be him.
Yes, and we are seeing actually the new beta version of the boss randomization as well. The previous version, only certain bosses could be swapped with other bosses. Generally, it was one-part bosses to one-part bosses, two-part bosses to two-part bosses, etc. But now there's a lot more freedom, so we've got a much bigger boss pool. If you've seen some of our older races, this could be pretty interesting.
Yeah, and I would assume that they fixed some of the things that could break. Like, I recall there were twin Lavos spawn, twin Elder Lavos spawns, and that was just kind of like, we were sitting there like, well, what do we do now? Because it was like...
We don't speak of that. No,
yeah, it was like a straight up soft lock.
There was a bug that that had two Lavos spawn shells appear in the twin spot in the Ocean Palace. Funnily enough, that bug came from Dalton not being allowed to appear in the twin spot during boss randomization. But yes, that's been addressed.
Okay, good. That was no fun.
We got our screen clear just in time.
Yeah, just in time. And that is the nice thing about Hecarim's Cave, is that almost everything is very weak to any sort of magic attack.
Yes, and the battles yield a lot of tech points, so this is a good place to come and learn extra moves early in the game.
Yeah, unfortunately, Chrono and Marl still have their magic locked behind visiting Specchio, but
Aeon can learn stuff.
Yep.
I mean, Robo could too, but are we really going to use him? Probably not.
But yes, just like in the vanilla game, Chrono, Luca, Marl, and Frog need to visit Specchio at the end of time to unlock their magic, which in this case means learning anything beyond their third tech, the tech order itself being shuffled.
Now, if you come through here with the pendant, there's a seal chest up there, and it has 2 items, and it's usually some pretty good stuff. I've had rainbows come out of there. I think I had a Kaiser arm come out once.
yeah, unfortunately we haven't found the pendant yet, but that normally means I'll never open that chest. It's very rare I'll detour back for this one.
Yeah. Usually in randos, if I don't have the pendant for that one, I'm not going back to check anything. So we have a random boss coming up. It is going to be
Golem.
Golem.
It's alright, we have ice, so this should be pretty good. One of the tricks for Golem, and even in the vanilla game, is keeping him on his first stage of counter with ice and fire, because it's only a small damage single target.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have fire, so we kind of got to use what we got.
Yeah, it should be fine as long as we do physical, and then ice before Golem does anything. Because the physical will reset him off ice as well.
Might not get that ice off here.
Oh.
Alright. Luckily we did. Barrel is particularly slow.
Yeah, this is not as going as quickly as might have been liked.
Oh, we're done.
Now we're
And
done.
everybody lives.
That's what's important.
Gotta get that tech TP and XP.
Key item coming from Tabin.
If you do decide to pick pick this randomizer up, and you ever get stuck coming out of that whirlpool, just save your game, reset it. It'll spit you out. Sometimes you get soft locked and stuck in there.
And that was the pendant.
It's the pendant.
Just gonna quickly take a nap because shelters are expensive.
Don't forget to pet the cat.
The validation cat.
Yep. If Corinth watches this restream, this is for you.
Okay, your run is validated.
And the cat is pleased.
We're gonna go check our hero medal item now. We are gonna take the hero medal into Frog's Burrow just to see what is in that chest.
That's right. The hero medal unlocks another key item. I forgot about that.
No!
I do not have the damage to fight it. It's Frog.
That's a vanilla frog. If that chest holds the Grand Leon, I would call that like an instant drop frog and up to Moonstone.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Moonstone is not a key item most players want to see because you need access to both the future, prehistory, to finish it, as well as you need to finish the Prism Shard quest behind Guardia Castle with Marl.
Yeah, so there's a lot that goes into the Moonstone check, so it's kind of a nothing item.
Yeah, it's definitely you're either all in on it or it's a last resort.
But we are a Dreamstone away from Go Mode, I think, or am I forgetting another one?
Gate
I
key.
don't think you have the gate key.
That's right. That's right.
Let's see what boss we got here.
Survey says restaurant.
Oh, restaurant.
Doable. don't mind the disembodied head. Fun fact, the Tyranno's bodies are actually part of the background, not part of its sprite.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's fine.
If,
He does that.
yep. If we end up having to go through the Giant's Claw dungeon, we'll get to see Russ Tyranno's body with a different boss standing on its neck.
They actually fixed that. You don't see the body anymore.
Oh, well, that's almost disappointing.
Yeah, a little bit. It'd be interesting seeing a Masa and Mune head.
It was funny when that was happening.
I'm not sure how I feel about the sight scope reading boss HP, because that can just be depressing.
This is where you gratefully have ethers.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
All I have are high cost moves here.
But they are working for you.
Mm. Russ Tyranno's deal is it will count down, roaring at your party each time it does, which causes an HP down effect. When it gets to 0, it will hit the entire party with a heavy elemental effect. I don't know if it's randomized in this version that you're playing. I think there are plans to randomize that element.
I think it is. I don't think I'm gonna get through this fight though, without a counter.
Yeah, it's still got a lot of HP left. You're at like 2, 1.
Yeah. Don't worry, Rithrics. Somebody will get eaten.
Someday.
If I can survive his ultimate attack, I should be able to at least finish him off in the second round.
I don't know, you might get lucky.
Yeah, if I get through this, it's entirely because of Marl and her haste.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Nope, that's okay. Let's see.
All right, everyone's alive.
Wow, that was a little harrowing, but nothing.
One confuse.
There we are. Okay.
Ugh, sometimes that's how it is with the Tyrannos.
It's a lot of experience, though.
And checkpoints. Not that that helps at all.
It helps Ayla. There's 3 levels on each of them.
Mhm.
Alright, let's get the rest of our chest. Ooh, a Tabin Helm. It'd be nice if we actually find Luca.
At this point, I think she can only be at the dactyl nest and the protodome.
The Protodome, yeah. Right, so we'll leave Robo here for 400 years, but it's okay, he's a robot. And pick him up in the present and receive another key item.
We'll see if it's useful or not, though.
Well, that's always the question.
Land, thank you. Sometimes landing that epoch is atrocious.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Not a bad little shop.
Oh, no. Not too bad at all.
Thomas Pop.
Oma's Pop. That will let us
Almost.
into Giant's Claw.
Oops.
Okay. Huh?
Just go visit a grave real quick.
Grab a tab.
I wonder if I grabbed that or not. I didn't.
Now, are you going to pour this while you're here and then make the play for the future, or do you think you'll stay and do Giant's Claw?
I haven't decided.
The thing about the future is it's also a roundabout play to the end of time.
Yeah, it's not the one you want to see to go to end of time, because you have to go through factory, and it's slow.
It's true. Factory future is one route to opening up end of time access. The gate key is the other, and with gate key you can just go.
I think I'm gonna go through prison, at least to get there.
And with the pendant, you do also have access to the sealed doors. You can only get to the future with the pendant anyway, so silly me. But the sealed doors do sometimes hold some really nice stuff.
They do. All of the sealed doors in the future are great to check.
Not only that, but if you have like red vests or red mail, or even like the ruby vest or mail, I forget which one absorbs fire. You could even chance a sun to sun check.
Son of Sun might not be there.
That's a good point.
The Son of Sun dungeon is one of the hardest bosses to fight because of how the boss randomizer works. It's gonna have the most HP. So I might dip in to see if it's something like Boss Golem, but other than that, I don't think I won't have the levels to do it.
Yeah, when it was just the sun to sun with the flames, it was relatively a free fight as long as you had something that absorbs fire.
So, fun fact, in Jets of Time, you could send any of your party members to prison. We've got kind of a vanilla choice here in Chrono. But you can even send Marl to jail for stealing her own pendant, should you so desire.
That's always entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Full tonics off the guards.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
We got
Hashtag
Chrono,
Fritz.
so we're gonna free Fritz.
Alright, we're gonna save Fritz.
Yes.
Hashtag save Fritz.
Fritz did nothing wrong. He was just peddling ethers.
Yes, Fritz here is
Go ahead.
Sorry. Fritz here is a character who's been locked up under false pretenses. But he's a friend of Chrono's, and if you've got Chrono in your party and save Fritz, you can go to him and get 10 free mid-ethers. And since mid-ethers give you 30 MP instead of 10 from a regular ether, they're pretty valuable.
It's almost 3 times better.
Mm. Oh, they completely cover a 20 MP tech.
Which can be useful because we have at least one 20 MP tech.
Yeah, and it's worth two. One mid-ether is two confuses.
Mm-hmm.
Or one triple kick and some change.
So coming up is still the Dragon Tank. There are still a few bosses that aren't randomized. Dragon Tank, and then of course the Lavos and Zeal sequences are left alone. But everything else is randomized.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do a little safety save.
Save early, save often.
Alright. Don't have the best text for defeating Dragon Tank, but the head is immune to fire and lightning because they expect you to have Marl or Luca and Chrono at this point. The head is not immune to ice or shadow. There. Major problem out of the way.
Yep, the rest should be easy. And the rest of the tank is not immune to lightning and fire.
No, that was one thing that surprised me when I first started playing Rando, but
It's true. You know, there's a note in the office back there about the boss that warns you about its strong points that you're meant to read in vanilla and go, okay, well, better do something else. But it makes it sound like the whole thing is immune to lightning and fire when it is just the head.
so this fight isn't typically too terribly difficult. It can be mostly just sort of a bit of a slog is about it.
There we go. Sometimes you can have some really good drops too.
Mm-hmm.
Shockwave, Power Steel, Kaiser Arm.
Kaiser Arm.
Don't forget this chest, if you're ever running Chrono Sanity version, that can have a key item in it.
Megaton Arm. Nothing worth writing home about there.
No, Megaton Arm is just money.
Basically.
Even if I do switch to Robo at this point, which is kind of tempting with Robo's Ribbon and Kaiser Arm.
It's no Terra Arm or Crisis Arm, though.
Nope.
He is a better healer than Marl is.
Actually, he is, but he does lack haste.
That's fine. At least with the Robo's Ribbon, he'll be faster.
Well, yeah, but I mean, haste can be worth its weight in Coal, GP, something like that.
Currency.
Just G,
General
yes.
currency.
Yeah. So, blue mail in there, that was nice to have. More ethers, mid ethers, lapis.
Mid-ethers are just too expensive. Despite being rested, we are still hungry.
Don't say that, man. Girly gotta eat. Magic tab.
We're gonna peep the Son of Sun fight. I don't expect to finish it. Or expect to actually fight it. let's see.
All right.
Yeah.
It's Mega Mutant.
Mega Mutant.
Well, it is Mega Mutant, so it could be.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah.
It's going to be 6,000 damage I need to do.
Yeah. No thanks.
Yeah, we'll just go up here to Arisdome. Check our Protodome character just for fun.
Now,
Yes.
I would hope for Luca here myself.
Yeah, same. I would hope for Luca.
Yeah, especially if she's packing Flare this early.
I would say Flare or Fire too, since Chrono and Ayla have Confuse and Triple Kick. You've got Fire Sword 2 and Blaze Kick right there.
Yeah.
But it could be Megas. And it is.
We'll pick him up. Very unlikely we'll see him join the party, but we also get to listen to Robo's music.
That's worth it.
Agus.
Yeah.
Name him Agus.
One too
Just
many
like
A inputs.
Mm-hmm. You can mash start instead of A to avoid that, but it's easy to forget.
I don't know about you, but whenever I find a character there who isn't Robo, I will always change their name to Leet. So they're like the android. Yes, it takes more time, but it makes me giggle.
Just gonna check a couple items real quick.
Yeah.
The sewer is one that I never do.
Oh. Almost got out of there. Sewer has some decent items some of the times, and it's pretty quick to check the 2 chests.
Yeah, is the Demon Edge better than what Chrono has now?
Chrono has so many weapons, I have a hard time keeping track of them.
Well, it's close. I think Demon Edge and Aeon Blade are close.
Alright, let's go Arisdome. We'll check here.
There is at least one sealed door, and this one usually is pretty good.
Hey,
Usually.
you got 4 chests in there and another tab, so it's
Well,
normally worth checking.
another shop here.
Slightly better.
Slightly better.
When it comes to Chrono, that's a lot of his swords.
Yeah, pretty much.
The guy just has so many swords laying around.
Segment I hate because of that stupid rat.
I actually had a double shame rat on my stream yesterday where I had to run into the screen twice to get him. It
I'm
was
thinking
very unfortunate.
Hey.
Ooh.
it's a
Hecarim.
the wild Hecarim appears.
I don't have much for magic.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lightning 2 and Ice, I guess.
Yeah, let's see what they do for damage. It's gonna be a long fight. Let's settle in with some haste.
oh, if only she knew Tailspin.
Mmm.
But she can be our pharmacy, I guess.
She will definitely be our alchemist.
Hecarim here is only vulnerable to magical damage, or basically, he will take damage in the single digits from anything physical.
Nice.
Yeah,
Forgot I
that
had-
blue mail is making,
Yeah, I have a
making
blue mail and a
itself
blue
useful.
vest, so it kind of worked out.
Making itself useful, that's for sure.
Yeah. It's almost tempting to fight through his counterattack phase because of it.
Almost, but he could target Chrono and, you know.
We're gonna do it. It's just a screen water 2.
water too, yeah.
So,
No, it's not too
There you
bad.
go.
is it faster? I don't think so. With all the all the animations to heal, is it more fun? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Halfway there. This is what happens with boss randomizer sometimes. You just gotta sit down and slog your way through.
Sometimes you just gotta hammer away.
Especially where we don't have our magic unlocked yet.
Yeah. That's a bit of a downer.
Been some donations come in. One of them was a donation for Meme Dungeon. So I'm going to assume that they want us to do Aussies for it. I'm just going to do it. Thank you, Anonymous.
Thank you, we'll look forward to it.
Well, that was rude.
Oh, we're back to counterattack. Alright.
Only a couple spells left, I think, so he's not.
I think this will do it. It's one of the advantages of having turned on the sight scope flag.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
that is nice. I mean, on the one hand, it is nice seeing how much HP bosses have. But like I said, on the other hand, it can also be really depressing. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Can we give Robo a big hand, please? Oh, that joke was bad, and I feel bad.
They've got puns.
Yes, we do.
Oh no. Bad start for this rat.
Uh-oh.
Come here, bugger. No.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh,
Alright. Shame rat. Shame rat. Let's go.
Rats of shame.
so anyone who's played Chrono Trigger knows that this is the hardest part of the game.
Absolutely.
Oh, come on.
Oh no.
It's a lot easier than you'd think
Oh.
to get caught on those little corners.
I hate this rat so much.
I do too. Like him. I mean, okay, so we fixed all the boss randomizers. Can we have somebody please work on the please? Oh, I hate that thing.
Sometimes I get the rat on the first available frame before it even starts running. Other times I chase it 3 times.
Now, do you use a keyboard or do you actually use a controller? I'm not sure.
I use an 8-bito SNES controller.
Nice dodge.
Yeah, I use my Switch Pro controller.
For a very long time, I was using a PS4 controller, and it really confused me because X is confirm and circle is back. But on the SNES, on like a SNES controller, it's the opposite button placements, and it was really confusing sometimes.
Yeah, it can be. Windmill, Star Scythe, Radius, Memory Cap.
God.
Nothing really to write home about.
Nope.
Still
Except for,
okay, but
well, I don't know, the red mail maybe, but otherwise, eh.
Yeah, if we get stonewalled on a Son of Sun somewhere, that'll be nice to have in our back pockets.
Yes, it will.
Bike racing champs there are from our last major tournament. It's a nice little Easter egg for them. I think one of the things that drew me into Chrono Trigger when I was younger is how many of the fights you can avoid with movement, and there's just not really any random encounters, and that's fantastic.
Yeah, like Earthbound has the same thing going for it,
Mm-hmm.
as well as a wonderful tongue-in-cheek humor. And what do we have? We have
Gate key.
the
oh,
gate
there's
key.
the gate key.
All right, let's go hang out with Specchio. Everybody start thinking magic now.
Right. And we do know that Luca is on the Dactyl Nest if we want to recruit her.
With having magic unlocked, that could be a double-edged sword. Like I would grab her, and if she doesn't have like flare within her first 2 spells, I'll let her cool her heels in the end of time.
She can be on the bench for a seed. It's all right. She sees lots of screen time.
Yeah, typically with flare, because flare is awesome.
Yeah, Flare and Fire 2 are your favorite Lucas spells.
Yep.
Yeah, I've never used to use Luca in vanilla until I learned that flare was awesome. And Antidote 3 was also pretty awesome.
All right. Jumping back into this gate to the end of time will give us access to our magic.
Yep.
As well as unlocks our ability to travel to the Dark Ages or Age of Antiquity, depending on which version of the game you first played, to do Mount Woe.
Are you gonna make the Mount Low play, or?
Not at this time. I have a lot of other checks that are faster I can do.
Yeah.
Woe has some really good loot though.
Oh, does it ever? That's about the only reason you would go to Mount Woe early, is if you want some good loot, but it can be dangerous. Like really, really dangerous.
Yeah, with this particular party's setup right now, there might not be a screen clearing tech that can handle the enemies on Mount Woe. With magic unlocked, that will change hopefully pretty soon. But,
Yeah, but
as of right now,
yeah, like Lightning 2 isn't gonna do it. Dark Matter, on the other hand.
Dark Mist would even do it, honestly.
yeah.
And Reverse Narnia.
DDD. Where to? Let's go check the character while I think about it. Wrong way. Come on, controller. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the other reason you want to hop back to 1080 is to pick the Epoch back up.
The Epoch will be outside the mountain, but if you don't go back to the end of time, you won't unlock Dark Ages or magic.
I hate these fights because no matter what I do, the winged ape will always pick someone up and throw them at someone else. I just can't dodge it.
Yeah, it's a very close speed tie.
Mhm.
Yeah, there are some people that can actually dodge those fights, and I'm very envious because that's one of those skips I can never quite figure out.
Those two aren't actually skippable. It's the other two that I'm going to try. They are a
Oh.
1 pixel window.
The first one will let you get really far, so it seems like maybe you should be able to skip it, but you can't. The game is just trolling you.
There we go.
Oh.
A little bit of pause buffering to move over 2 frames. Give me that chest.
Do you think the next one is easier or harder? I think this one's easier.
It's about to be easier.
Ah.
Come on. There we go. There's a pixel you can line up, and it's a lot easier for me with Ayla's feet, just because of how her hitbox works, or
Yeah.
how her sprite is.
Yep. Normally you'd get accosted by a couple of flying dinosaurs at that ladder, but with the skip, you'd never know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just... And I don't know about you, but it just makes me angry, because, like, they pick you up and drop, and it's just like, is that really necessary?
Fire and Fire 2.
Oh. Ooh, that's a tough call.
You have Tailspin coming up as well, so we'll have Blaze Spin, or Fire Whirl.
Fire whirl. A good fire whirl.
The good Fire Whirl. There's 2 Fire Whirls in this game, for some reason.
Yes.
Yep. One is really good, the other is not. It's just that simple. Ooh, could it be a girl power seed?
Girl Power Seed.
I'm all girl power.
It's a really great team.
It is.
I'm really hoping for Marl to learn Ice 2 in her next couple of techs in order to really...
Antidote.
Yeah.
Antidote 2 is also awesome.
Do a little bit of gear changing here. All right.
Do we want to see what Luca's next tech is?
We will.
Works for me. Yeah. Without the tracker, I don't know what else you have to check.
The tracker is pretty useful for it. I still have it open. It's just...
Don't forget to pick up your mid-ethers.
You're right. I will.
Oh yeah.
I will forget, but thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome. Have you dropped off your Naga Epromide?
Nope.
Okay. Reminding you of all the things I usually forget to do.
Yeah. I already have a Tabin Helm.
Well, more money in the bank, I suppose.
Speaking of creatures that just pick you up and drop you,
Here's the purple ones.
these ones are slightly too fast.
Mm-hmm.
While you're in your menu, you can actually hold L and R to load up your run meter, and it'll, even while you're on wait, it'll still track forward for you.
Oh, nice.
Everyone say hi to the cat. Goodbye, cat.
Oh. I have a cat. He's asleep right now.
Giant's Claw. There's a power tab in here. I actually also have a cat who is sitting next to me on his pillow.
Oh.
If anyone's ever popped into my stream and seen my when I start stream, he's often there. At some point, if I get free time, I will show... Ooh, I almost got the encounter.
Oh.
I will show the... I'll show the stream my cat. He's just hanging out. We're looking for a longer cutscene to do that.
I'll note that Azure's making this look pretty easy, but there are actually a decent amount of encounters in here that are being skipped. Only that first one against the Lizardactyls is required.
Yeah, if you watch my stream, you'll find that I hit every single one of them. Ooh.
Rebels.
Mega Bomb.
Do I have anything for hit?
Well, Berserker makes a... Does the Berserker grant haste? I forget.
I guess we'll find out.
I don't think it gives you the red border, but I do think it makes them faster. Rebels aren't normally something I like to spend time on. They take forever.
But they're worth, like, what, 100 tech points if you manage to kill them?
They're 50 each.
Yeah, 50 apiece. Given how this seed's been going, we've been a little lacking in tech damage, so fighting the rebels might be worth the flame. Not flame. I'm reading the menu. The time investment, not the flame investment.
Yeah.
Those are just our dual techs unlocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, although, like, if you're, like, if you really want your techs and you manage to go through the Black Almond, sometimes those eyes can be really useful. I'm sorry, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning for me. My brain is...
Come on, I just need one more hit.
Oh. This is usually a good team for Rebels because since Luca and Marl's weapons are based on hit stats, normally they have good hit, but not today.
Not today. Let's get that Berserker off of there.
Power Seal, yes.
There we go. I like to run away from that hole. You still fall through the floor. One more power tab. I think we're going to invest our tabs here.
Tabs are probably going to be going on Ayla, I bet.
Yes.
Well, power tabs anyway. Speed tabs, Luca. Ooh.
I should buy some shelters.
Yep. So we are going with a girl power seed. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite teams. It's a really good combination.
Mm-hmm. This is a great team.
Alright.
Alright, so we're covered against, like, oh, it's the flea.
Alright. Flea can be challenging. He has a counter that's called the Stare, and it's particularly damaging.
And it's just Flea, not Flea Plus. Oh, well.
That's okay. We're probably just going to blaze kick our way to victory here. One more of those and we are done.
One more of those and...
Nope.
Yeah.
And that's why a couple of techs can make a difference.
Yep. This is what makes this team so strong. Marl still has a chance to get benched before the seed is over. But we'll see. Here's our Fire Whirl.
Not quite as good as Blaze Kick, but still useful.
It'll be useful for if we get Black Omen and we haven't picked up Flare yet. It's about as strong as Flare.
The clone.
The clone.
So we're now...
That puts us close to Omen mode.
We are now... All we need is the Dreamstone for Lavos Go mode and the Chrono Trigger for Zeal Go mode. We still need both pieces of sword for any other Go mode for there.
Yeah, but no one likes that Go mode.
No.
Don't mind.
Fine. Apparently I did.
In Jets of Time, the Naga Bromide gives you one of each tab. In vanilla, it's only a single magic tab, so especially since speed tabs are in short supply, this is always worth picking up.
Oh, yes. And
Alright.
yes, that's one of those things that I always forget about too.
Just gonna quickly get my health and MP back. I don't have a lot of shelters. I really still think they should have called this the LNR Inn. I don't know why they went with. I know rest and relaxation makes sense, but R&R would have been pretty funny.
Oh, yeah. And I don't know about you, but that hostess is way too happy that you're staying. Like, what's that about?
Maybe she's finally gonna earn something in tips.
Maybe. Unlikely, but maybe.
Another key item check up Denadoro Mountains here.
And another boss. Good.
This is
Wow.
a pretty low level dungeon compared to what we're at, especially with all those power tabs on Ayla.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Well, then again, that was a goblin, not an Ogun.
Even so,
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that was a ton of damage. Like, what was it, like 800?
Yeah, but they have really high physical defense, so
Yeah, so 74 is still respectable.
these should be the only fights here. We'll see if I play my cards right.
Yeah, although the freelancer skip where they're like sharpening their swords, that one's really inconsistent. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't, and there's no real reason or rhyme to either. I also have that habit of checking every single chest here.
Yeah, at this point, any gear I could possibly pull out of here is probably not worth it. Yeah.
Yeah, like Ruby Gun? Yeah.
So there's
That
like
in
a
itself is
5-minute
tough.
gauntlet right there. If you just run straight up, you don't do it.
Yep. All right, you got that one.
Yep.
Today, mountains will be nice because we have pretty high magic tabs. Mountains are nice. Man, you're nosy.
Isn't that also another validation thing you need to do?
No, not necessarily. Okay, so we have another random boss coming up. We will at first fight the two halves of Massa and Moon. That's just part of how it works. But after that, they will combine into whatever random boss they feel like.
Which is always super exciting. And Jerkbird is not a jerk today.
As long as you're consistent with how you go through that screen, you'll avoid it every time.
Yeah, I was really consistent on avoiding it until I started running the randomizer, and now he's a jerk every single time.
All right. So all we need to do is kill one of them.
Blaze Kick.
Yep.
That'll do it.
It'll overdo it.
Yep. Yeah, the twins have 1,000 HP each.
Oh, yep, that did it.
Tab invest.
Oh.
That's nice. With Moss's bravery and an incomplete sentence, it's going to become one.
That will never
Oh.
No.
Well, speaking of Son of Sun.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh wait, that's wrong. That's not what I meant to do. There's no reason to attack it before its first roulette shuffle.
Yes.
Yeah, it does nothing.
For anyone who doesn't know, the way you fight this boss, it's a puzzle boss. One of the flares around it will damage the main piece when you attack it, even if you miss. but one of the flares won't become vulnerable until the first roulette shuffle, like we just saw. Any other attack will get you counterattacked with some kind of fire.
There we go.
And
There it is, nice.
it takes 10 hits on that one flare to finish it. I mean, you can hit it more, but it just kind of wastes time.
3.
Four. 5.
6, 7. 8.
9.
And just for fun, you can actually use Tailspin on the Son of Sun core, and it does damage. As long as you take it over its threshold, you will actually be fine. Do I have Charm? I do.
Yes, you do.
Normally, Charm would trigger a counter
Prism
attack,
Dress.
Oh, wow.
That was still worth it.
but it won't
Nice.
if you slide it in after Son of Sun starts losing its fire. That was a great move.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, a prism dress.
That's a free
In a
auto
girl
barrier.
Yeah, I mean, like, in a girl power seed, it doesn't get much better than that unless you find another 2, which is possible. So what is our key item? Move with the Chrono Trigger. Oh, Chrono Trigger. Come on.
Come on,
Come
Dreamstone.
Trigger.
Come on. Not once a black helmet.
Now that we're arguing, it's just going to be Trigger.
Grand
Grand
Leon.
Okay.
Leon. Oh.
Grand Leon.
Well, we have all the components for Grand Hero Frog, but we won't be seeing it.
Except for Frog.
Yeah.
And the Masamune pieces. Because he's locked in the burrow.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, our next quickest check is going to be Son of Sun Cave.
Oh, we're going for it, huh?
Yeah, with Blaze Kick doing what it's doing, Son of Sun Cave should be a pretty quick check.
You make a good point.
Yeah.
There's still a whole quest chain that we could get stuck doing with Ruby Knife. Or not Ruby Knife, Rainbow Shell.
Mhm.
So we're gonna hope we don't get that. What do we got? Luck.
Lock.
So with the beta version, until you get access to a new shop or guaranteed amulets, it's not actually 100% going to be lock with Lavoses and future mutants obstacles, but it could be.
Yes, normally that obstacle move in vanilla would just cause confusion on all your characters. In Jets of Time, it's randomized. In the beta version, it's being randomized so that under certain circumstances, it doesn't always match on Lavos and the mutant.
Yeah, and
Goodbye, Ayla.
sometimes, like when it casts, when it does stop, that's just mean.
Yeah, stop all is not what you want to see.
No, absolutely not.
No tech points for Ayla.
Oh darn.
She has all the techs I need her to have at Hull anyway.
Well, Brent Hilt.
Brent
Ah.
There's one of the sword pieces.
This is turning into a 100% seed. I feel it. Our next
There's
quickest
another-
check is going to be Reptite Layer.
Oh yeah, we haven't done that yet, have we?
Yep. Don't forget your meat eaters at some point.
I will definitely do my best.
For a second, I was thinking, oh no, are we going Genodome?
We have Geno and Woe left as well. We still have... Yeah, there's still a few items out there. I'm going to give it a couple attempts for Secret Tunnel.
Is there like a setup for it?
Nope.
Or-
Nope.
Oh,
There we go.
okay. You waiting for the audio cue? I get it now.
Yep. Yep. If you just reset the room a bunch, sometimes it'll happen. I was about to give up there anyway, but it worked out.
Yeah. Elixir, it's not a bad pick.
No, we still have one more high tier chest coming up.
Prison specs?
That would be nice. I would go for silver gold stud as well.
Oh, studs. Oh, yes. Just watch it be like a rainbow or something.
Hey, we got ice too.
Alright, I
I'm
threw it
there.
there.
Oh, yes.
Well, there's Anticode 3, which is one of
Yes.
the best full screen magic spells you're going to see in Chrono Trigger.
Ah, the pixie is pleased.
Would you stop running on me? Thank you. All right. So here we're hoping to get anything that isn't the rainbow shell or the broken blade.
Fingers crossed for the Chrono Trigger.
All right.
Rookie's still out there as well.
All right, let's see who we're fighting this time around.
Oh,
All right.
the Lavos spawn.
This is fine.
Okay.
We have Blaze Kick. I don't know how Lavos fit through there, but I guess we'll allow it.
Sure, why not? But is it just a spawn or is it the Elder spawn?
Well, we will find out when it does several attacks.
I don't think it's going to get several attacks.
Yeah, I don't either.
It's over.
Not quite, but almost. One more.
Pretty close.
Regular Lavos spawn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
And just like that, it's over.
Lavos is dead. We win.
Yeah.
We'll just stop the timer. Lapis and an elixir. Pretty good drops from it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now the key item is...
The moment of truth.
Chrono Trigger.
Yes!
It's the Chrono Trigger.
Yes! The
All right.
pixie is very pleased. Yeah, it's go mode. Yes?
Yep.
Yep.
So we're gonna go climb Death Peak. We're gonna go get our mid-ethers, top up on our shelters. Gonna remember to switch Chrono back in the party.
Yeah.
You have to have Chrono in your party for this to trigger. It's like it's in the name of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, 10, yeah. Can't go wrong with 10 mid-ethers. It's almost like getting 30 ethers. I guess. It's still early. My math may or may not be off.
Alright, doesn't have anything else I want there. It would have been really convenient if they had shelters.
Luckily, you can go to the fair.
And Melchior is selling shelters and lapises?
No.
Revive.
Yeah.
That's what it was, yeah.
Melchior also sells mid-tier weapons for most of the characters.
Yes.
If you're ever particularly in a rough spot for them, yeah.
Are you going to pick up heals or not worry about them?
I have 20.
That's plenty.
Yeah.
I
One
do
more
question
little
the-
nap.
Yeah, I do question the 3 revives. I would pick up more, but you know better than I do. Kitty is pleased.
Alright, because the incentive was hit, I assume meme dungeon anyway. Let's go party with Ozzy.
Right.
Let's give it to this.
So Ozzy's Fort is not a key item check. So this dungeon isn't seen under typical flags, but we do have a game mode called Legacy of Cyrus, which focuses on a lot of the Frog and Mega storyline and hits a lot of those notes. And in that mode, Ozzy's Fort is the final dungeon.
I haven't ever seen one of those seeds played. I'll need to actually, start doing that again.
Yeah, Legacy of Cyrus is pretty fun. It's pretty quick. Boss Golem. That's just free money.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's
free real estate.
It's free real estate. And Pope 3. I love this attack. It's just yes.
It's a very beautiful attack.
It is. And triple kick is a little less elegant, but still effective.
Just gonna auto attack it to death at this point.
And it's dead. Apparently, I changed its name to Flea.
It looks more like a flea than Flea himself.
Sort of, kind of.
Our next random boss is after this really hard encounter.
The hardest encounter in the game.
There we go. That was well done. Thank you.
The hard encounter was for the goblins versus goblins.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Gravity
it's hard
won.
in that they, how far do they fall? I wonder, do they hit terminal velocity or what?
Oh. I don't know how Ozzy builds base maps, but...
Oh!
Oh.
Is this just regular default slash?
Is it slash plus or is it slash, though?
Slash.
Just slash.
Which is unfortunate. Super slash is actually easier for some reason. Super slash doesn't have slash's elemental resistances.
Don't think it's gonna matter much, as we're just.
Yeah, slash can be a bit of a bully.
Yeah. But don't worry, folks. She's just tired. See, she's sleeping. She's fine.
Ooh, a free chest. I feel really bad for this little goblin.
The treasure.
Oh, well, now he's gone.
Yep.
They died to try to get a Doomfinger.
Yeah. A black vest, a full tonic, and two full tonics, and not a bad haul. Ooh, cure 2. That's nice to have.
Little overkill.
Oh yeah, but in the randomizer, cure 2 also cures status ailments,
Yes.
Correct.
which is
This fight is not randomized.
Well, this is a fight where you need to be careful because these guys love counterattacks.
oh
They
yes.
love strong counterattacks.
So close to one-shotting.
Yeah, that was very impressive. Oh, she liked it. For a second, I was going to ask if you were going to try and get yourself a shiny new pair of pants, but
You know what? Let's just... Once Slash is dead, we just have to hit Flea with something and he runs away, and then we just beat up Ozzy.
really, the cat is the star of the show, though. Really.
He's too afraid without Slash here, so he runs away.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that Flea is. Would Flea be considered trans or what?
I've looked it up before, I forget. I think he just likes to dress up.
Drag queen, possibly.
He may be a slightly outdated joke that is in poor taste nowadays, and
Agreed.
it may be difficult to understand his true identity because his character is based.
Sunshades.
Sunshades, it's not bad. Dino tail. Well, actually,
It's a nice haul.
yeah.
2 third eyes.
2 third eyes. That's a 4th eye.
Oh, so yeah, we got Luca covered, I guess.
Yep.
Glowhelm.
I think only men can wear glow helms, so that doesn't help this party.
Meh.
As RG has said in chat, Flea is Flea.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we love him for it.
Absolutely. It's the cat.
Let's go, Kitty!
Yeah,
True hero of the story.
absolutely.
And now we just run out. Thank you for meeting that incentive. It's a fun little dungeon to do. Lots of jokes.
Yeah, this entire dungeon is even more tongue-in-cheek than the rest of the game is normally. Not to go on a bit of a tangent, but that's one of the reasons I didn't like the DS version is like all the little tongue-in-cheek jokes, Megas being a punk and Frog's Old English. They kind of took all the charm out of the game, and I'm not okay with that.
Nope, this isn't the place I wanted to be. This is.
Yes.
Okay. No Tupac?
Not today.
Okay.
I do have my own personal rule, though, that if I do say Fritz, I have to turn off Balthazar. It's a give and take.
I always do it because I just feel bad about letting them sleep there. Might as well just turn them off because I mean they're gonna sleep there. And
It's the
news
right
love to
thing to
sleep.
do. When
It
he
is
asks you to
that.
turn him off, it's the right thing to do.
It's true. And we are heroes of time.
Mhm. We're heading into the Death Peak Black Omen Go mode, which does its events in a slightly different order than the vanilla game. Death Peak, not going to be reviving Chrono because he's with us, he's fine. Death Peak is going to lead into the Black Omen being awakened, and the Black Omen's going to serve as the final dungeon. Queen Zeal will be the final boss instead of Lavos.
She's not exactly as much of a pushover as she was in like the first versions of the randomizer. Like the Mammon machine can be really dangerous. Zeal can be really dangerous
Not
too.
gonna get it. Ah, my
Oh,
controller betrayed me at the last second.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
you had it, but for your thumb.
yeah, like right around the new year, I played a seed and I seriously got blown away something like 6 times.
The key thing here is just let go of the run button and you just walk against the wind. And you don't have to like do anything weird. As a kid, I was always like constantly messing around with it.
Oh, I like what they did with the music.
Yeah, we added in the singing mountain music. If we had done Zen and Bridge, we would have heard the unused battle theme as well. Just threw in a couple of things here and there.
But well, yeah, Singing Mountain is just gorgeous. I love it.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Where is this song supposed to be in the vanilla game? Is it
It's
here?
unused.
I believe on the original soundtrack, it came right after the battle with Magus. So I figured it was like some unused Ayla content, but I mean, I can't back that up. That's just what I figured.
Yeah, I'm not. It could have been a cut scene, basically, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. But since
I
you do Ayla stuff after Magus's castle, I just
Yeah.
figured, okay, maybe.
Yeah. Either way, I'm glad that the song made it because it's just beautiful.
Mhm.
This next segment, I always have trouble with. I'm not sure about you guys, but I always get blown off at least once or twice.
Definitely if I haven't practiced in a while, yeah.
Alright, so I always have to focus going through Death Peak.
That's all good.
Yeah. Push the shell, climb the shell.
Actually, all of the battles on Death Peak are skippable, so that was very clean. Took the first fight and ran away, but that opens up a treasure chest.
Power tab.
Magic tab.
Who's my low speed now?
Was it Nadia?
It was, but I'm giving it to Luca because if I want to unequip the tab invest at some point, I need her to have more speed.
Good point.
Yeah, Marl's
Ooh,
nice.
Mother
She can
Brain.
do her
Oh.
teleport. Ooh.
Now, I don't know about you, but she really did something right after Super Metroid. I mean, she looks great.
Alright. Come on. I want to be able to take out one of those screens. You definitely don't want to take out all the screens because she will berserk and it does hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, a Berserk Mother Brain? No fun.
Oh.
Although she's about dead anyway.
Yeah. Let's just finish her off.
Whoa.
Very nice.
Well, it's about 1800 ish. 1500, 1800.
Green Dream.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That could be useful if we had Megas.
With
Yeah.
this version, anti-life is taken back out and replaced with a different version of black hole.
Like a decent version of black hole that doesn't just kill everyone.
Well, it,
All right,
it does like a decent AoE damage instead of weird positional like.
chat. We got a bit of a cutscene
Cool.
here, so here is Cat. This is Oliver. This is his pillow. This is where he stays most of my stream.
Yeah, I need to try doing that over here too. Is my Felix will just come in and he'll look up at me and go, Mom, Mom, what do you want, cat? And then he putters off for 2 minutes and does that for about an hour and a half.
He's a very sweet cat.
Yeah, he is. Well, most cats are sweet. When they're not busy, threatening world domination and, scratching the crud out of you.
All right. I'm happy with my shelter count.
Yeah, you're about where you should be for shelters.
I have enough ethers, so
You have something like 6 revives left. I'm not sure if you want to get any more than that.
that won't hurt.
Probably.
There's another dippy in here to visit Melchior.
You have a fair amount of lapises. Lapi? Would that be the plural of lapis? Interestingly enough, if you do go with the I try option there, Melchior's like, nope, change my mind.
Oh, that pendant. Never mind. We're gonna save out here because just in case I get owned by the guards at the door, the bombs at the door.
Yeah. You never actually took up the imps on their hospitality, by the way.
That's all right. They can keep their cake. Firewall.
There we go. Oh no.
We're good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those laser guards in the future and here, oh man. I've seen them end runs.
Yeah. If they go before you and start hitting each other and just setting off explosions, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
They'll blow each other up, and then they'll blow up on you, and suddenly 4 of them have exploded,
And you're resetting.
you gotta get ahead of that.
Yeah, I saw that happen in, I think it was like a championship race, and it just ended it. And it was like, it was heartbreaking. A lot of the fights through here are avoidable as well. Some of them are not, like this one. And goons are just complete jerks, by the way.
Yep. But they give a lot of XP and tech points.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
They are definitely one of the fights worth taking. The nice thing about the Black Omen is that basically everything is vulnerable to fire. So
Yeah.
if you've got Luca, you're pretty much solid.
Yeah, but if you're like me, way back when I played it for the first time as a wee little nipper, you come through with Chrono and Magus, and it's not going to turn the tide in favor, let me tell you.
Alright, fine. And Runbar doesn't want to fill, so I'll just fight them.
They sure love their lasers, don't they? Well, they are robots, no doubt. Yeah, that is the good firewall. One with Chrono, useless.
At some point, I think we want to rename it to Blaze Spin. Which I think is what its actual translation is.
Yeah, something like that, because having 2 fire worlds is a little confusing.
These panels were another reason to give Luca the speed tab. She's
Oh.
just fast enough that I should be able to kill them all before they actually do anything with Blaze Spin.
Yep.
They're
Fire-
dropping magic tabs.
Yeah, Fire 2 alone would technically kill them, but it's quicker menuing to go into Ayla's menu since she's loads up first.
Yeah, the panels aren't terribly difficult, but they can be irritating.
They can be pretty fast, and later on, when you have to fight 4 or 5 of them, if you can't get the first turn, they get pretty dangerous. So that speed is definitely important.
Would you close your eye? Thank you.
Yeah, these fights are like good if you need TP, but if you don't, they're just yeah.
This is the last one you can't avoid, but you can skip the other two.
Yeah, these ones it's best to use the top secret technique of running like a pansy. I mean, there is another term for that, but
Oh,
in mixed company.
you can't skip this fight. It's just some little tricky sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, if you get in the fight, though, it is really irritating because they do that, but yeah, you can skip it. I've seen it done. I've done it myself. This one, you cannot skip. But again, you can run like a pansy. Yeah, they're just hammering on her, man. Oh, we're going for it.
Yeah, I want a little bit more XP. We do have 3 more random bosses still to come. So we haven't seen any of the mutants.
We have seen the Mega Man.
Well, sorry, I guess I mean any of the magic mutants. Mega Mutant is pretty easy.
Yeah, Giga and Terra, though, are pretty dangerous.
Yep, they're both pretty awful in their own ways.
Everybody think low numbers.
Yep, elevator coming.
Just gonna heal just in case.
There are 2 of these elevators on the Black Omen, and a player can receive between 0 and 3 fights on each of them.
Alright, so
1.
yeah, I know that like which fights you get kind of tell you how many fights you're gonna get. I just forget what they are. I believe the Ruminators are the last fight you get, though.
I don't think so. Not sure if there's a specific order to them or not.
Well, I know that you can get the Cybots, the Ruminators, and the Goons. I just forget which order they come in. And I guess the Goons are the last.
3 for 3.
Ugh.
Yep, here's hoping for 0 on the next one.
Yeah.
Here's hoping.
At least the goons are what I want to see on the elevator. Still need those levels.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, again, Mammon Machine, ZL2. ZL2, you did.
There was 2 fights skipped there with boss orbs.
Safe Helm. Not bad.
Very nice.
And was that a speed belt or a speed bit?
Speed belt. Ooh, I haven't got this fight in a while.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
I must have been slightly to the right. But we'll just run away.
Eh. Works for me.
Another fight skip.
And a rainbow helm, hyper ether,
lots of good treasure in this room.
elixir, hyper ether,
Elixir.
elixir, magic
Magic
tap.
tap.
All right, I want you to have this.
I always like to keep a blue mail and a white mail. But that's just me.
I don't often sell my armors. Elixir. Okay.
Valkyrie.
Just gonna sell a bunch of weapons here.
We'll see what the new shop has in store. This is one of the highest level shops in the randomizer, so
Amulet, Valkyrie.
There's always an amulet.
mhm.
Should be enough. Not the best new shop I've ever seen.
No.
Yeah, kind of underwhelming.
No
There's
mega-
a decent chance to get mega elixirs and stuff like that.
Yeah. Man, the last seed I played, and I hate to keep talking about myself. In that room, there were 2 prism dresses, and the new was selling mega elixirs. It was insane. Do we fight the tubster or do we run away?
It's not bad XP.
We fight the tubster. If you can call this a fight, it's really a massacre, really.
Move a curb stomp.
Yeah, that was.
Provoke protect. Oh boy, just what I needed.
Yeah. Hey, but now we know Twin Charm. I know that you can skip that fight, but I've never quite figured out where to stand for it.
I don't think you can.
As
Dang
far
it.
as I know, you can't skip that fight.
This one's you're just random if you get past it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not terribly difficult though. I mean, they're like the shields where when they pull the shield away, they're just not they're pushovers.
Mm-hmm.
Like a swift breeze could take them out. And that chest.
Oh,
Ah.
it's a hard fight to skip. But this chest, I've
Yeah.
seen too many good things come out of it to skip it.
Yeah. Again, another race. Someone opened them and they were like, "Oh, hey, prison X."
And
Eh,
another elixir. Elixirs are good, but we've probably got plenty.
oh yeah. I didn't see how many we got, but it was quite a few.
I think we're up in 11, 12 now.
Yeah, that's plenty for now. Yeah.
All right. Hey, rock throw. Cube toss is actually a pretty decent tech. Hey, there's our mega.
Elixir, yeah.
We'll use that on the Zeal fight.
Yep.
Zeal-
Really
Zeal
nice
too,
to
right?
have
Yeah.
one mega for that fight.
Yeah. Now, do you use the mega elixir right after the halation, or do you wait for the MP buster?
I will always use it after halation. She's just too high of a chance that she'll laser beam or sky lightning you.
Yeah. I actually had that happen, but I had the right mail on the right people at the right time. It was glorious.
Where are you? There you are.
Yeah, flea flies are just dropping like, well,
Flea vest.
fleas.
Ooh, haste helm.
Haste helm.
Ooh, haste
Ooh.
helm.
Oh yeah. That's 2 Vedic blades in as many minutes.
Yeah. Definitely not something you need.
Not so much.
Gonna skip a fight.
A very dangerous fight, I might add. Why so many swords?
I had to see my practice seed last night. I got nothing but weapons forever for characters I didn't have in my party.
Another flea vest. That's like
Skipped
How
another
many, like-
fight.
elixir. Are you gonna put the haste helm on anyone? By the way?
Probably. Oh, hold on here. Forgot I got sunshades.
Yeah. Sorry if I sound like I'm nagging, but it's like whenever I'm watching a race and they can't hear me, I'm like, stop.
And
Isabel won.
Isabel won.
Wow.
That's alright.
That's a little,
We have no
Something
lightning,
like
so it's gonna be a little annoying.
But I mean, magic still does the same amount of stuff anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. Without lightning, you can't shock him out of doing his attacks for several rounds, but you don't need to do anything to lower his magic defense or anything. You can just wail on him.
Yeah, he hits
Pretty much,
pretty
yeah.
hard.
Yeah, actually that's doing a lot more than I would be comfortable with.
Yep. Ayla is on Lapis duty.
Yeah, she makes a good alchemist, I guess.
Yep, she has pretty good speed, so.
Yeah, which is what makes her a better attacker than Robo. Is she's fast. And Robo is slow.
This fight's gonna burn through all of my Lapises, but that's okay. I need to Ether Luca to finish this off.
Items well spent, I believe.
Yeah.
There we go.
Can't use them after the seed is done, so.
Nope. Might as well use them while you can. Unless you were running like, you know, a Lost Worlds Plus.
Alright. 2 more bosses, then we're into the last boss.
Well, the last boss gauntlet, which is
Yep.
Zeal, and then the Memory Machine, then Zeal 2.
Yep.
Indeed.
Alright. Our second elevator. We're at
Alright.
3 for 3.
Alright.
Low numbers. Low numbers.
Nope.
No.
4 for 4.
well.
Right, goons.
I think goons are the last fight you have to do on the elevator, so that would make us, what, 4 for 6? Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. It is not. That's what I thought. I didn't think they were in a particular order.
So now we're 5 for 6.
Yep.
Well, it's a good thing this isn't a race.
Yeah. Although the nice thing is, while it used to be that the number of fights on each elevator was completely random, even if 2 people were running the same seed, that is no longer true. They have been adjusted so that each player gets the same number of fights.
Yeah, that could have been like a run changer where I've seen people have like 3 fights on the elevator, the other person, nothing.
Oh yeah, runs have absolutely been lost to the elevator.
Absolutely, yeah. There is a skip for that fight.
There is. I've used to know it. I don't know it anymore. But I want the XP right now anyway.
I can't fault you for that.
Love a good firewhirl spam.
It looks like that's going to be our super volt of the of this seed. Remember, for a long time, it was like super volt was the double tech to have, and now I guess it's firewhirl.
Oh, that was too slow on my inputs.
Oh.
That's okay.
Well, luckily only one got its shots off, so.
I let my guard down for a second and stopped spamming A.
They're dropping magic tabs and life. Huh. Life 2, that could be useful. And
Another magic
another
tab.
magic tab. Wow.
And we're gonna see another boss up here.
There's still a lot of bosses on the table.
All right. And playing the part of Turrican is
Yakro 1.
Sakura.
He's gonna be a very thick boy.
Oh, yes. Yeah. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Anyone got any flex tape handy? Yeah, that was actually kind of a low-hanging fruit there.
The new boss rando has definitely done a lot of rebalancing for some of the early game bosses too. So normally in the legacy boss rando, Yakra wasn't that scary no matter where you ran into him. But here he's a lot beefier.
Yeah, he's actually
Where is there? It
actually
is.
pretty scary, and I'm actually looking forward to the next time I play up the seed, because it's been about an age. Oh, that was rude. It's always interesting how, like, Kiss and Aura are just kind of throwaway heals, but they can come in really handy in a pinch.
Yeah, especially with the scaling of Jets. Aura's a really strong heal.
Aura's Kiss is too,
And Kiss actually heals status effects as well.
yeah, I was actually about to ask that, and that's one of the reasons why Kiss is nice to have. Gold earring and no gold stud.
But Gold Stud would cut the MP cost for a character by 75%, and that would be very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention it, but you totally missed a chest.
It's a rock.
Oh yeah, the rock.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And we're not using rocks, are we?
No.
What?
So this is Guardian.
Uh,
But sprite doesn't really work out when you move it around, so it's a new now.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's fine. Just don't ask questions.
am I still contractually obligated to do the
Yeah.
new thing?
Yeah.
No.
All right. Guardian,
feel like-
much quicker fight than Yakra.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's the Valkyrie.
I don't expect we'll be attacking with Marl.
Oh no, but I'm kind of obsessive compulsive that way. Where if they have a better weapon, they will be using it, even if they don't use it ever. I like how all three girls are glowing different colors.
Not the, it wasn't the goal, but it's kind of worked out that way.
That's when you know you've won the equipment lottery in your seed.
Oh
And you
yeah.
can get the 3 different colored glow on your characters.
Although really, like the equipment lottery is if you have all three girls glowing green, then you won, basically.
Just gotta do some last minute gear changes before the boss. Did I get any
Yeah,
more?
I am just like you. I can never bear to unequip the prism dress. It's just one of those things that I cannot do.
Right.
All right,
And this starts the first of the final bosses.
all right. Now,
Zeal-
Zeal, she's just irritating.
Well,
She-
with this party, she shouldn't be irritating for very long.
no,
Open
like-
with Relation. Take HP to 1, and do that twice in a row, which should be plenty of
She's-
time to deal the 500 damage.
She's only gonna get one halation.
Mhm.
and then if memory serves, you can get a menu glitch in between this and the menu machine, right?
Yep.
Yes. When the screen fades to black here, you can hit the menu button and open the menu, and you shouldn't be able to normally, and clear your party before the next fight.
It is definitely game changing for this gauntlet.
Yep. This Mammon machine in Jets of Time, its energy release is far more powerful than in vanilla.
And faster.
Yeah.
And faster. Ideally, you don't want it to hit you. And if it does hit you, you don't want to go much further than that.
And the point flares it does. Oh man.
I'm gonna just go with that.
Ooh.
Yep, that's why you only hit it once.
Yep. Yep, it has 10,000 HP, so
So it's
Because
it's almost gone.
Yep.
yeah. But because it gains attack power when you attack it, it might be wiser to hold back that first round before it uses its attack the first time, unless you're sure you're going to take it out.
Yeah, like the man machine standstill is a lot scarier now because right after that, point flare.
Oh,
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 I can't even
there's
equip
a
it.
dead, and we will never
Please.
be able to use it because you can't open the menu anymore.
I should.
is-
Coming into the final battle here.
that is weak sauce.
Not fair. There's not a menu glitch there. I'm mad about it.
You should be. I'm mad on your
Then-
behalf.
And then after this, we're gonna get like a rainbow and a prism dress, or like 2 prism helms, or something crazy like that.
All right, so Zeal has 20,000. Will Halation at 10,000. So it's a race to 10k to restart her cycle, and then a race to finishing before she kills me.
Pretty
Yep.
much, but she's not super difficult. But like if she gets on a roll, it can hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as she goes through her cycle, at first it's not too bad. Then she'll use a full party shadow attack, which comes before her full party water attack, which is really, really bad news, and you don't want to get hit by it. So it's important to do the first 10,000 damage pretty quickly.
There it is.
That will put her into a new script and give you more time before she goes into the attack again.
Yeah, but I mean, like Hexagon Mist hurts wherever you went into it. So not quite there yet. Another one will push her past the 10k.
Come on, thank you. There we go. We'll save Marl for Mega Elixir here.
Yes, sir.
There it is.
I'm glad I saved it because I was going to get hit by that laser.
Yeah, that's never fun.
Well, and you've got elixirs and whatnot for whoever gets hit by this, which is always
Yep.
the
Yes.
lead character.
Always the center character there. This is time. There.
And
Right,
time.
GG.
Yeah.
Cool.
GG.
Just a little ahead of schedule. Yeah. Thank you so much, Lord Batsy and Pixie, for hanging out with me here. Appreciate your backup.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure.
Thanks for having us as the virtual couch.
Indeed, indeed.
Everyone, if you like playing Chrono Trigger at all, I heavily encourage you to check out this randomizer. It is a ton of fun. There are so many options. I do have a quick seed just to show people something else that can come up. To have a little bit of extra time here. This is a... Oh, it crashed. Hold on. Open that. I will share this again with the Discord call. This is another option that you can have. Oh, that's the wrong seed. Come on. This one. I just want to show another flag option. It's a duplicate character.
Duplicate characters are always fun.
Mostly for one reason, because duplicate characters have duplicate techs. I will finish off by doing this tech real quick to these poor unsuspecting mushrooms.
I'll never see it coming.
It's called Flexagon Mist, and it's
yes.
it's Frog and Frog doing water too.
And flexing.
Yep.
And there, that's Flexagon Mist. It's hilarious. There are so many cool options with this randomizer. This is just one of them. I heavily encourage everyone to come check it out. Don't forget to donate to No Kid Hungry. It's a great cause. I really appreciate everybody that donated for getting the boss randomizer incentive and the meme dungeon of Aussie's Fort. They're both a lot of fun.
Yes. Thank you all for donating.
Yeah, no, definitely. With that, I think that is it for me. Definitely give Lord Batsy, Pixie a follow. They are also great streamers. They also play this game. Yeah, hopefully we'll see you again and continue checking out this great marathon. Thank you.
Yeah.
Farewell, everyone.
Yeah. Have a good day.